Welcome back to SportsZone. I'm your host, Steven Lucero, and joining me, Will Miller and Rohan Srinivasan. And guys, we're going to talk about some jerseys for this last block. The NFL recently released their rivalries concept jerseys. So for this, it's going to be over a 4-year period. 2 divisions are going to get the jerseys every year, so 8 teams so far. For this year, it was the AFC East and the NFC West. So guys, that's 8 jerseys so far, and I just want to look at some of our favorites, some of our least favorites. So Rohan, I'll start with you. Of the rivalries uniforms, which ones are you liking, which ones not so much?
The Bills.
All right.
Bills, in a specific reason, I like matching, as you can tell. Like white on white, black on black, it doesn't really matter to me as long as it's matching. So really like the Bills, and it also speaks to their weather up north because of the snow.
The Arctic Whites.
Yeah, right. So it kind of speaks to that. So Bills are my favorite, definitely.
Yeah, that one's really clean. I like the silver on the logo. That was really cool. It definitely speaks to everything they have going on over there. Will, I'll ask you, what was your favorite rivalries?
I really like the Cardinals.
Okay.
It had kind of like a white cream color, but it also had red splatter on there. I thought that it was a good way to change up their normal, white on red color scheme and just add like a little bit of flavor. And I like the pants. It goes in sync with it. I think that it's going to be really good for them on Sundays.
Yeah, it was certainly different. They had the speckles on the jerseys, something they had done with their helmets previously, those black ones with the red speckles.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It kind of the desert sand type of feel. I thought it was really cool. My favorite, though, is the Miami Dolphins jerseys.
Oh, Steven, what?
You didn't like them?
No, I thought those were sick as
I
well,
think they were amazing. I mean, kind of like that Miami Knights sort of combo. I don't know. I'm a sucker for a black jersey. I mean, look at that. You can't tell me that's not clean. Jalen Phillips rocking that one right there. I don't know. I think the black helmet for them, it was something different. We've never seen Miami rocking the black.
It kind of looks like the Marlins jersey from the MLB.
I kind of thought that, a little bit similar, but the orange and the aqua, I don't know. It's clean to me. I've always liked the Dolphins jerseys, but I was definitely a big fan of that one. But you didn't like it, Rohan?
I thought I was going to put that as one of the worst, actually.
Oh, man.
For me, the worst is the Jets. I mean, I think me and Will agree on this both.
Yeah.
It's the Jets. I mean, whenever you look at it, it's just kind of plain to me. I don't mind the pants and everything, but it's kind of the same as last year. You got the Gotham City on it, but we have to also define rivalry as rivalry. Like Cowboys-Eagles, if they were to come out, that's a rivalry, not Bills-Dolphins or Jets or anything like that.
I mean, those are their division rivals.
But are they rivals when a team has won 20 straight? It's not a rivalry anymore.
You can make the argument. But on those, I like the Gotham City. I think that is a really tough name. The jersey itself, I think the Jets have a thing of just trying to be minimal. I mean, it's reminding me of Cracker Barrel or something, especially with their new logo. I don't like the minimalist design. That's my problem with them. I like the Gotham City. I like the concept. I just think you could have done a little more, left something to be desired.
Definitely could have enhanced it more. It's just a simple little lettering on the back of the neck, and you can't even see that when the games are on. So it's just, to your point, very minimalistic, Steven.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Will, what was your least favorite jersey?
I went with the Jets as well.
Oh, okay. There we go.
But to elaborate a little bit more on those Miami jerseys, just to point back, I thought that, any of the Miami teams, whether it's MLB, NFL, NBA, they always tap into the kind of Vice South Beach colors, and I just think it's a really cool color scheme. It kind of throws back to that 80s nostalgia type of vibe. So I really do like what Miami is doing through all their major sports teams.
Yeah, I agree completely. The Heat bringing back their Miami Vice Blacks this season as their City Edition uniforms. I really like what Miami's been cooking up. The one I didn't love so much was the New England Patriots ones. It's not because I hated them. I just think that you could have done a lot more. I mean, it's solid. You have the navy blue, the helmets kind of matching. I just felt like it was all just. It left, again, something to be desired. I think that this, with a little more, could have been a really cool design. I just feel like, again, the minimalist thing just kind of held it back.
But it's nostalgic, though, if you look at it.
You think?
Yes, absolutely. You remember the Oilers? Whenever they used to
wear
something
like the
that?
Oilers?
Yes, a little
That's
bit.
a completely different kind of blue.
Yeah.
But the blue over here, it's more nostalgic. It's not really a modern color.
Yeah.
But it does bring it back to like a 1970 type of throwback.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate them. I do like the fonting of the NE for New England on the side. But to your point, Steven, I don't think that it really deviated too much from a lot of jerseys that, like some of their alternative jerseys that we've seen them wear throughout the 2000s and 2010s, just didn't really add anything extra for me.
Yeah, I definitely see that. And guys, so the rivalries jerseys, this is the first kind of NFL jersey concept since the Color Rush about 10 years ago. So now we're going to see more teams get them every year. So I wanted to ask you, Rohan, what are you kind of hoping to see from the rest of these jerseys? And maybe when the Cowboys get theirs in a couple seasons, what would you like to see from that jersey?
For the Cowboys, I should recommend, if you look good, don't worry about that. Just play good for me. Honestly, 10 years ago, our Color Rush jerseys were really good. It was the white on white. Kind of bring something about that. On Thanksgiving, they wear the throwback helmet. I really like that. Something like that. Whenever you try to get too cute with it, it doesn't really look good. So just stick to the basics, honestly, for any jersey, and just play good.
Okay, Will, how are you feeling about a potential Cowboys design?
I think that the Cowboys, obviously, very traditionalist, staying to the navy blue and the white and the silver throughout their history. And, for good reason. They are a storied franchise. But I do think that if they incorporated maybe a lighter or more like royal blue into one of their new uniforms, that could be something where they're not straying away too much from the traditional appeal, but they're adding a little bit more color into a jersey. So I would like to see that because a lot of their like alternate jerseys they release on their website to fans and stuff. They have that in a lot of the fan releases, but they just don't actually wear them. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Maybe kind of a 90s style blue, a little bit different. For me, give me a black jersey. I don't know.
Cool.
Cowboys have never worn a black
Something
jersey
different.
in their history. Cowboys need something different, don't you guys think? I don't know. I think a black jersey would be really tough for them. But guys, I want to move on to baseball because we know that they've done their City Connects. Some teams are actually on their second edition of those. And the Texas Rangers in particular, they've had the Peagle jerseys. This is something that came out a few years back, and they just wore them for the final time last Friday. So this is the end of the Peagle. They'll be getting some brand new City editions next season. But I'll ask you, Rohan, what do you think of those? Are you going to miss them?
I'm going to really miss them, man. They looked really good, the cream color and everything. But like I said, if you look good, that's one thing. Let's see how they played good. They went 500, 23 and 23, so I'll take it. But the cream color looked really good, man. I'm going to miss it.
Yeah, honestly, in my opinion, I got to see these in person for the first time last Friday, and they're stellar jerseys. If anything, maybe the blue could be a little bit lighter, but I really like the fonting of these city jersey designs, and the helmets are really good, and I really do want to see that sort of like newspaper, old time baseball font incorporated with more of the Texas Rangers gear and stuff because I do think it's a really cool alternative logo.
Yeah, I was a fan of them. I'm going to miss them. They definitely grew on me. I think they weren't my favorite at first, but I ended up really liking them. Give me a red jersey for the next one, though. I think that'd be
absolutely
really
gonna say that, Steven. Go back to like
that would look
2014, 2015, where you used to wear red jerseys for home games.
Yeah, to me, a modern take on those Reds, that'd be really cool. But I want to ask you guys, what are your best City Connects around the league? You can start us off, Rohan.
Well, it's got to be the Texas Rangers
Oh, okay.
for me.
Hey, there you go.
I mean, that's the only one that I really look at. For me, the Texas Rangers are my favorite team, so it really doesn't matter what they wear. I was going to pick them anyway.
All right, I got it.
Yeah.
A little bit of a homer. Okay.
But like you said, Miami also had something different,
Yes.
like the football jersey, so I don't mind that as well. With baseball and football, it's very different. However, they look better in the MLB, in my opinion.
Yeah, the black and pink for the Marlins were really nice. Will, what was your favorite?
Yeah, I mean, to Rohan's point earlier, I really do like when teams can, especially in baseball where, you have full-on pants, got to be able to match the, top to the bottom. I thought the Atlanta Braves jerseys were really sweet. They obviously they got a little bit of a lighter blue than normal. It's not straying away too much from what the Braves are, but, the all white with the blue on the sleeves at the bottom, I think it just blends really well together. It's a very, very solid uniform.
Yeah, that's a good one. The Braves, just very classic on their approach, and I really like those a lot. One that maybe not so classic, but I really liked it is the Padres uniforms. I feel like these, you either love them or you hate them. I think Tatis looks incredible in them. I think they're pretty cool, but I don't know. This is also the last season of those, so they'll be getting some new ones, but I was really a big fan of those. Rohan, which ones did you not like?
Oh, let's go with Houston, man. Like, what is that jersey? If you're going to pick a jersey, why is it so plain and bland? Like, can you pick something else? It just doesn't stand out to me. Maybe they should throw some trash can on it, but that's okay.
Hey, there you go. Maybe that's where it belongs. But Will, which one is yours?
I picked the Phillies.
Okay.
I thought that it kind of gave me vibes to what the Mavericks were trying to do with those like cartoon style jerseys a few years ago. Yes. Like I've kind of said a couple times here, I think in an alternative uniform, you want to be able to, stylistically get a slightly bit of a different look, maybe incorporate one or two different new colors. But, you know, when you have like a yellow trim with like navy, light blue kind of like fading in, there's just too much going on there for a franchise whose, you know, pinstripes have been in the red and white for, you know, as long as we can remember. So that's the reason that I really just didn't really like those.
Yeah, I definitely see you on those. I'm not a huge fan of the cartoony font either, and that's that's why I went with the Giants New City Connects. I think that it reminded me exactly of those Mavericks uniforms, their city editions from a few years ago. I'm like, I don't know, I just think that it looks cartoony. And I don't know, that's not exactly what I want to see in a baseball uniform. There it is,
I see that for sure.
I don't know. I like the black. Typically, I'm a sucker for a black jersey, but I don't know, just not quite my favorite style on that one.
I mean, the MLB is doing something good, right? Viewership is down. This is something that really helps them. The NBA, the NFL, while they have rivalry games, they don't have jerseys, so it's a good addition.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan, and I'm really glad the NFL is incorporating it too. So it'll be exciting to keep watching all these new uniforms, new jerseys on the field. But thank you all for watching us. Another great show. Make sure to check out nightly news going on tomorrow. Make sure to check out SportsZone later this week on Thursday, and give us a follow on our socials at NTTV Sports for some behind-the-scenes content and everything else you can imagine right there. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next week on SportsZone.